Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, glory, worship, and Lord Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, and verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So, Yahweh Shai is coming with thousands of angels, and they're going to be in their chariots, blasting people away with laser beams. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, as like as the earth faileth when it fleeth the fire. When he shows up on the scene is when the nukes are going to be dropping. He's going to take the 1/3 and the 144,000 into his chariot. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So the United Nation troops, they're going to get all together like the movie Independence Day and try to fight him, but he's going to wipe him out. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. He's going to have a great chariot. It's going to be bigger than the ocean. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So they're going to be so afraid, but they're still going to dare to fight him. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. It's going to burn these troops up. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So Yahweh Shai, he ain't coming to play with these Edomites or these heathens or these 2/3 that want to join the army. He's gonna blast them away. And he's Lord of hosts his armies. He has an army of nuclear weapons just waiting for the time that he chooses to destroy America off the face of the earth. This is Psalms 104 verse 1. Blessed, O Yahweh, O my soul, O Yahweh, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heavens like a curtain. He made the heaven and the earth and everything in them, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. He has chariots that look like clouds, and he has chariots that just look like chariots. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. So he's coming with fire, the nukes, and he's coming with these lasers that are going to come out of these chariots. Isaiah chapter 66, and I'll start at verse 14. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of Yahweh shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. So if you're his servant, doing the work, doing the videos, going out in the highways and byways, doing the best to follow his laws, you're a servant, and it's all an election. If anybody can get in. And his enemies are starting with the Edomites, the 2/3, and the heathens. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. There's going to be many dead people from these chariots, many dead people from the nukes, and then he's bringing the pestilence on America right now with this coronavirus. He's bringing the murder hornet. And there's many more plagues to come. This is just the beginning of the end. Well, the end has been since Yahweh Shai came, but this is the beginning of Jacob's trouble. But Jacob shall be saved out of it. Revelation chapter 18, and I'll start at verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So this is this country belongs to Esau. Israel is our country, but Esau's over there pretending to be the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're stuck here. When he says, come out of here, come out of this, you're a Democrat or Republic. Come out of this Thanksgiving and these Christmas. Come out of this homosexual and doing as an Egyptian does. Because they do as they will. We got to do as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wills us. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. So these Edomites, they're gonna get double portion of slavery. And what did they do? They killed us, and they're gonna be killed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And like right now, they're starting to see the sorrow. But there's much more to come, just like in Egypt. Plagues after plagues after plagues. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh Shai who judgeth her. So the Lord is coming to judge Esau, the 2/3, and the heathens. That's why we have to come out of this place and to it's an election, but to be diligent that we be in the number. The 1/3 are the 144,000. And this is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Those Roman soldiers that pierced Yahushua, they're going to see him, and they're going to get what's coming to them. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith Yahushua, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. And with that, I want to say shalom to the elect.